The things will come to those who work and wait.
Here we go, Steelers Nation. Get those terrible towels waving.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
No, you're so weird.
Sports Now 757 is in the house. What is happening, y'all? What's happening, Steelers fans? What is going on here, man? On a Tuesday. Hopefully, y'all guys are doing well. I got some Steelers stuff I want to talk about. I know I ain't been up here in a while. I've been doing like short form content in between my jobs, but we know we got the draft around the corner in Pittsburgh. And, you know, right now, news is kind of like died down a little bit. We still haven't found a quarterback. But at the end of the day, I feel like we do have one. I heard that the Steelers are looking into getting Ty Simpson. I don't know how y'all feel about him, but Aaron Rodgers may be the quarterback. From my suspicion, I think it may be Aaron Rodgers. He's gonna try to get a little bit more money this year. He's probably asking for like $30-some million. Is he worth it? Don't know. But at the end of the day, we shall see. But I'm excited. Thank y'all for being here at the Sports Lounge 757. And speaking of coaches, Mike McCarthy is the new Steelers head coach from Pittsburgh. He has a love affair with quarterbacks. He's the quarterback whisperer from what other people are saying and from his tenure being in Green Bay and also in Dallas. And right now, you know, we are in quarterback purgatory as a Steelers fan. I'm ever since Ben left. So, but Mike McCarthy, he loves Will Howard, and they interviewed him in the coaches meeting, and he talked highly on Will Howard. I don't know how you guys feel about that. How you feel about Will Howard being the Steelers quarterback? It all depends on if we're going to sign Aaron Rodgers. But here is Coach Mike McCarthy speaking about Will Howard and how he sees a lot of potential in his play. Here we go.
Same thing with Will, and it's probably consistent with young quarterbacks. They got to win from the pocket. At the end of the day, 9-10 games a year are going to come down to the 2-minute drill. That's what the stats tell you. That's the way we train. So his ability to win from the pocket, because I think he has everything else. I mean, people get caught up on what round he went in, but if I was drafting players that year, he wouldn't have been around in the 5th or 6th round. I mean, I valued him higher than that based off Kansas State. Man, I thought he jumped out of the TV set during the college playoffs. I mean, what is there not I like about the guy? So I think he's definitely a real prospect as a starting quarterback. I believe that when he came out. So you can talk about his throwing mode. You can talk about some things throwing the ball. I think there's a lot of growth with his feet. Like a lot of these guys. The challenge I see in college football, it's so scheme heavy, and they're running these quarterbacks, and their schemes are diverse. There's not a lot of training in the footwork. So throwing the ball, and you got the best guy that probably has ever done it in Aaron Rodgers. I mean, you look at the way Aaron throws. I mean, just watch his feet. Watch the ground force, explosion that comes up through his feet, through his hips, into his throwing motion. So my point is there's room for development there. So I think there's a lot to work with.
Yo, that's exciting. That's exciting to hear. We have a coach that is a quarterback coach. Now, no shot against Mike Tomlin, phenomenal coach. It's going to be hard to echo his tenured and non-losing seasons. But let's just be honest. Ben Roethlisberger was a Coach Coward's quarterback. And it was hard for Mike Tomlin to actually develop a quarterback. He was more of a defensive guy. but we now have an offensive-minded head coach that is also calling the plays and can develop some quarterbacks. So I like Will Howard. I left him in Ohio State. Big physical guy. He's Josh Allen is as far as size-wise. But if he gets the opportunity, then that's fine. I see the Steelers probably in the draft, probably in the late third round. If Ty Simpson is available, we might go out and get him or Aller. It all depends. But at the end of the day, look, we need that speed. We need someone that can rush out the pocket if the pocket does collapse. I know we have the 21st pick in the first round. If we go wide receiver or offensive lineman, I don't care. Whatever two we get, as long as it's something dealing with the offense. We have 2 wide receivers with DK and Michael Pittman Jr. So we do have size out there. We need that third slot guy, a WR3. I've seen videos of Roman Wilson working out and doing drills. And so I like Roman Wilson. So we'll see, but I can see us picking up a receiver in the draft. I mean, we got a lot of draft picks. Now, a lot of these picks won't pan out, towards the end of the season. A lot of these guys might get cut, but at the end of the day, I mean, do we trade? Do we go up in the draft? But we'll see. But I love what Mike McCarthy is saying so far. He won my heart, man, because we need a quarterback, brother. We need a QB. What's this? John, and then Darnell Washington. Darnell Washington. Look, McCarthy love his tight ends. So we're gonna play 11 personnel package. Using sometimes 12 personnel. We're gonna use the tight ends. As you know, last year we had a 2-headed monster. We didn't get Pat Freiermuth involved like we should have, but at the end of the day, he is a weapon. We paying him, so we might as well use him. And then Darnell Washington, Mount Washington, man, like we can use him, man. We have the depth. We have big physical guys on the tight end, and we talked. And here's an interview with the former tight end JuJu Smith, crab hands. He's gone, but he said a lot of good things to Jordan Schultz on one of his shows about Darnell Washington and how Darnell Washington is just a monster. He's that guy, man. Shout out to the Georgia Bulldogs, man. That's what we do. Georgia Bulldogs all day, man. You know what I'm saying? George Pickens, Georgia Bulldog. This is what we do. So here's JuJu Smith, ex-Steelers tight end, talking highly about Darnell Washington.
Darnell Washington on recently, and I was really taken with him. This larger-than-life personality and
larger-than-life human being.
Human being, right? You could tell he's got a real genuine nature to him. What was your takeaway playing with him?
He really just like a big kid, a great football player. He had a hell of a year, man. Like, made a lot of great plays. Darnell was probably the biggest teammate I ever played with. I remember training camp, came out in 12 personnel, and we were in the wing set. And he got in his stance and I got in my stance. And I had never looked smaller on the field a day in my life.
You're like, we play the same position?
We play the same position. And this dude is next to me. He's making me look like a mouse. I'm 6'3", 250 pounds.
What's the ceiling for Darnell?
At 320, 6'8", comes in, works hard, listens, very coachable, and can move. You ever see this guy come across and block across the line of scrimmage? I'm like, oh my goodness, it's a sight to see. It's not really a comp.
Oh my God.
And I think he's in a league of his own.
Jesus.
And that's what's so special. That's the best thing he's got going for himself.
Yo, you see that, man? Darnell Washington, man. Shout out to Darnell, man. Georgia Bulldog, man. He's a dual threat when it comes down to lining him up on the line of scrimmage to block. I don't see him playing that role like he did last season, being more of a blocker. I think we need to beef up our offensive line, and we can use him in different packages. Not more as a blocker, but he can do that. I mean, he's a freak, man. He reminds me of Gronkowski from the New England Patriots, man, but just bigger. I don't know if his hands is like that, but his hands is pretty. He's pretty good. Darnell Washington, man, you a stud, man. You a star, man. I'm glad we got you, and we need to go ahead and pay that, man. All right, here we go again, y'all, with the media always downplaying the Steelers every year. It's always something where the Steelers are going to be dead last in the division. They always put the Browns over top of the Steelers for years, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. They put the Bengals over top of the Steelers, the Ravens over top of the Steelers, and seems like time prevails, and Steelers are always in the mix. Never had a losing season. I don't know why the Steelers don't. I don't know why people want to count the Steelers out, especially the media. I get tired of it, and this guy right here too. You know, Colin Cowherd. He's always saying negative things about the Steelers, but let's listen to him. Let's listen to him. Here
So Mike Sando at the other place has been talking to execs around the league here in the offseason, and they're being quoted anonymously, which is people always say more when it's anonymous. We talked about last hour. I defended the Buffalo Bills signing DJ Moore. He also talked to people about the Pittsburgh Steelers, a franchise that's fans hate me, but I'm right, which is, what's your plan? What are you doing? It's an offensive league. Why are you spending so much money on defense? Well, what do you know? Said one league exec on the Steelers. What's their vision? What's their plan? An affable talk show host pointed at that the last 7 years. They got slower, said another. Rico Dowdle, he's a comfort signing for McCarthy. Are they Super Bowl talented? No, I don't think they're a Super Bowl team. So, you know, what I think is sort of ironic about the Steelers, they've always...
Aren't y'all getting tired of hearing that? You know, I know we haven't won a playoff game in like forever, but like to them to always think the Steelers going to be dead last in the division, it's mind-boggling to me. Like the media, I don't know why Steelers has that reputation. The Pittsburgh Steelers has always been the black sheep, but we still upgraded from last year, clearly, and we haven't even had the draft yet. So let that sink in, but let's continue.
Was projected the toughness. Mike Tomlin's teams projected this toughness. And, you know, it's like the small town bully. He's got the barbed wire tattoo, he's got the 4x4, the cowboy hat, but he's really terrified to ever leave his hometown because he knows he'd have to compete in Dallas or the big city. A lot of smart people in those cities. And the Steelers have that kind of bully complex. We're tough. We're intimidating. No, you're terrified to rebuild. You're terrified to rebrand yourself. That's why you've had the highest paid defense as the league has pivoted to offense the last 4 to 5 years. That's why Aaron Rodgers is so valuable. He's at least maybe not a current model due to his age, but he gets offense. The Steelers have been the slowest team in the league, according to next-gen stats in 2024 to 2025. So as the league is getting faster and younger, the Steelers are getting older and slower. So they've projected all this toughness and all this.
I can't listen to this guy no more. Like, it just pisses me off just because what we've done this offseason has been the most that I've seen as a Steelers fan in a long time. With just getting the addition of your boy Dean from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, signing the corner, signing your Jaquan Brisker. You know, like, we're making depth moves on defense with the addition of Sebastian Joseph Day from the Tennessee Titans. Like, what are you talking about? Signing Michael Pittman Jr. What are we talking about? Like, dude, that's that right there. Rico Dowdle. What do you mean? We got rid of Kenneth Gainwell, and then we gained a better running back in my book. 2,000-yard seasons with Carolina last year, back to back. So, I mean, this guy right here has always been a hater. I don't understand. These people will never learn. But let's continue.
Hey, we are the Steelers. No, what you are is slow and outdated and terrified to rebuild.
And we have a bunch of coaches.
What's terrifying in the NFL is Sean McVay going to 13 personnel midseason, changing his offense midseason, and you don't know what Rams offense is showing up next week. That's terrifying. Or what's terrifying is Vrabel takes his team to the Super Bowl in year one of the rebuild. It's like, damn, what are they going to be next year? That is terrifying. Somebody that rebuilds really quickly or on the fly or in week 13. The Steelers are not terrifying. They're predictable.
And there you have it. his take. And then guess what? Week 10, he's going to change his tune. He capitulates. It's going to happen. It's diabolical. What happens all the time, man. So, and before we get off this episode, man, I appreciate you guys here. Sports Lounge 757. Go check me out on TikTok at the Phillips Family 6430 for my short form content as well. But yeah, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I love every one of you guys for being here. I'm going to go live on the draft, NFL draft, and here on YouTube and on TikTok. But let's get to this guy right here. JuJu Smith-Schuster was on a podcast, man, the snap count. And to me, I miss that dude. JuJu was always energetic, the young youth of the team. He was the TikTok guy, whatever. But at the end of the day, he played hard. He was a physical USC guy. I loved his attitude. If we were to get a wide receiver 3, I wouldn't mind getting JuJu if we can get him in a trade. But they talking highly about JuJu and how JuJu Smith-Schuster will always be a Steeler. So here we go. We're just gonna go to this real quick.
When your career is said and done, hopefully another 10 years from now, you will always be known, I think, as a Steeler. Because you know why? And it won't be because of all the crazy catches you had and the 97-yard touchdowns you had twice in a year, right? I know it's some kind of record. It will be because of that hit. You have laid yourself a spot in Pittsburgh lore because of how you laid out Vontaze Perfect. When your career is said and done, hopefully another 10 years from now, you will always be known, I think, as a Steeler. Because you know why? And it won't be because of all the crazy catches you had and the 97-yard touchdowns you had twice in a year, right? That was some kind of record. It will be because of that hit. You have laid yourself a spot in Pittsburgh lore because of how you laid out Vontaze Perfect. When your career.
That's it. I agree with him 100%. JuJu always have a spot in my heart. You can always come back to the Berg. I would sign a petition, man. Hey, let's get JuJu back, Pittsburgh. I want it. I want it. And that was also get back from that illegal hit that Vontaze put on Antonio Brown. And so JuJu was like, hey, you know what? Hey, you want to go after my receiver? I'm gonna go after you. Go back and watch it. I might clip it at the end of the video, this episode. But yeah, guys, this is all I got right now. Listen, man, I love you guys. Thank y'all for showing up here at the Sports Lounge 757. Again, I'm going to come back and do more content. I know because it's been a little slow because of the draft. But once the draft kicks off, I'm going to pick everything back up. Follow me on TikTok, y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And other than that, though, y'all take care of yourself. Shout out to you again, Myron, over there at the Hustle Society Trap Podcast, and you, Pookie, over there at the Digital Trap House. So other than that, though, y'all take care. God bless y'all. Stay chilling. Peace.